formula is the simplest relative numbers of each kind of atom in the molecule. So this is what empirical formula is all about. In other ways, you can say empirical formula is the simplest formula. So in this video, we are going to calculate the empirical formula of a compound with composition 76.4% of carbon and 9.1% of hydrogen. All right, so what do we need to do at this point? The first thing we are to consider is to add up the percentages. By the time you add up the percentages and it's not up to 100, what we need to do at that point is to balance the remaining for oxygen. In other words, if we have these percentages I have there, we have 76.4. When you add it up to 9.1, if the sum of this does not give us 100, that means the balance will be for oxygen. So let's check what 76.4 plus 9.1. The result of this is 85.5. So we'll balance that for oxygen. The balance of 85, by the time you subtract 100 or 85 from 100, you have the result or the balance. Yeah, by the time you subtract 85.5 from 100, the result you have will be with 14.5. So this 14.5 will be for oxygen. All right. So the first thing we have to do when we see problem on empirical formula is to write down the formations. We have carbon, we have hydrogen, and we also have oxygen by the balance we had when we added up this and subtract the result from 100. So when we arrive at this point, we have to add up or fit in the percentage by mass. The percentage by mass of carbon is given there as 76.4, and the percentage for hydrogen is 9.1, and that of oxygen is 14.5. So that is the first step. The second step is to make sure you divide this percentage by mass by the atomic masses. We have what we call the atomic number of each of these elements present there. So the atomic number for carbon is 6, and the atomic mass is 12 when you multiply by 2. That of hydrogen remains 1, and that of oxygen, the atomic number is 8, and the relative atomic mass of oxygen is 16. Or you multiply the 8 by 2, then you have 16. So, okay, that is divide by atomic mass. That's the second step. So by the time we divide, let's do that quickly. 76.4 divide 12. The result have an approximate value of 6.37, and when you divide this, you have 9.1 divided by 1 is still 9.1, and 14.5 divided by 16 is given 0.906. All right. Now, if you go through all the value we have, you observe that the simplest amongst them is 0.906. So the next step is to divide by the least. You have to divide by the least. And what is the least here? It is 0.906. So we have this. Divide everything you have here by 0.906. 0.906. Okay, let's check the result quickly. 6.37 divide 0.906. We have the result here to be 7.03, and the next one is 9.1 divided by 0.906, and we have 10.04, and this divide itself is 1. So the value we have, we can approximate the whole of this value. This approximately will be 7 is to approximate value of this is 10, and this is just 1. So this apparently means that carbon has its value to be 7. We have hydrogen to be 10, and oxygen is just 1. We don't need to write the 1. So this is the result, and this is what we call the empirical formula, which is the simplest formula. So if you love or if you like this video and you enjoy the concepts, please like the video.